here is more important than Belgium at this point. Although I do have the problem that I can't physically reach with a lot of the close air support because they have a much shorter range. Medium artillery is done. Let's go ahead and upgrade the light artillery as well. Green air! My goodness! Green air where my tank divisions are. That's what I like to see. No, not anymore. Liberia has forgotten how magnificent I am. Shame on them. Italy's actually making pretty decent inroads. Combat unit destruction. That's air power. Those are all 1942s. 200 transport is still in production. Let's go for the better medium bomber, I guess. And we can also upgrade medium artillery. "51 days of fuel." We definitely have a breakthrough going on here. Bleeding Belgium is going to hold on better than France is. Oh yeah, spies, thank you. That's what I was going to check. Completed. Completed. And we have a spy. Okay, none of these spies are going back to work. You're lazy. Pax Americana. Looking to the conflicts on the other continents, Franklin Delano Roosevelt has announced a new foreign policy program intended to keep peace at home. Any government on the American continent may appeal to the United States for military protection should they feel threatened by their neighbours. While not a guarantee of any particular state, the desire for peace in America is no longer just a dream, but official American policy. There we go. And we got the expanded shipyards. So general staff, I think, would be useful. Dissolve the Reich War Ministry and replace the OKW led by a devoted General Wilhelm Kittel in the rank of Reichsminister, with Alfred Jodl as the Chief of the Operations Staff. And how's my war support? War support is still a little bit lingering. So I think I want to try and increase that by doing war propaganda. Increase stability and war support. Do it. Do it. Do it. Ow! How's France looking? Italy and East Africa is not looking too hot. Oh, but the Italians are kicking the living daylights out of Tunisia. And have made very slight inroads into Egypt. But then East Africa is all of this. Yeah, that's not so surprising. Oh, we're on the outskirts. Paris, here we come. Selected some of the tanks and things. Push in, push in. It's an airbase, and I really need air bases. Green air. My goodness. Are we actually doing this? No. I don't believe it. Dunkirk has now fallen. There is now a dedicated attack going on that, which suits me just fine. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly delete this attack here and say I want your forces to secure this northern line. And don't be an idiot about it. Attack from there. Go. And this should hopefully cut off British reinforcement if they decide to send the BEF to reinforce Paris, though. So far I've not seen a single British division, so it doesn't look like Britain's being a particularly good ally currently. More an industry thing. It is October 1940. Let's go for military production 2. Never mind, we already have it. Oh, I see. We have to get these before we can get the next tier. Right. Well, in that case, let's get those. Push the air forces forwards. Two to 1 odds. Those are better than 5 to 1. Another all-purpose research. I think I want to get some more of the infantry equipment going, because we are lagging behind a bit here. Infantry weapons, let's grab that. When's the break? Should be any minute now, but I kind of want to wait until Paris falls. "20 days of fuel." The attack on Paris has begun, though. It's happening. And it is mostly the infantry, which is why I brought the infantry along with the tank divisions to do this. Because they're the urban assault specialists. The Italian-German technology treaty sounds like a great plan. Let's do it. I want every single piece of close air support that we've got supporting this attack right now. That is a bloody massive airbase. Turns out the little airbase was really important. We're only 500 planes behind now. And now we're shooting a lot more of them down. See, I did think, like, I've invested heavily in my Air Force. I did think that my aircraft should be superior, theoretically. And now we can bring the full might of the Wehrmacht into this. And the Luftwaffe. I meant the Luftwaffe. Belgium slowly but surely faltering, but 11 days of fuel. November 1940. I'm going to go ahead of time. Only takes 94 days. That's fine. And we can upgrade the transports. We do need to buy in some more aluminium. Quite a lot of it, in fact. Oh, Soviets! I think I can reduce the amount of tungsten we're getting because we actually have a surplus. Chromium. Did Sweden ever start trading with me again? They did. Oh no, they brought in reinforcements. England drops the mask ever since the British conquest of the Egyptian people in violation of the international law, and in a criminal manner in 1882 the English have been claiming the blasphemous lie over and over again. Let us extend our hand to Egypt in friendship. We do not seek to colonize Egypt. After our glorious troops have started the last stage of the liberation of the Egyptian people from the English yoke, when the conquest of El Alamein just 100 kilometers before Alexandria, this very England is now showing their true colours once again. An announcement by the British regime staged the alleged voluntary abdication of King Farouk. The affairs of state are now conducted in a British-controlled, bogus government. No one can deny that by taking the step the British elite wanted to use the time remaining to them to take as much of Egypt's wealth out of the country as possible and destroy the country's infrastructure. All over Egypt, the masses are rising up against this insolence and welcoming our troops as the liberators they are. We'll see what comes of it. We haven't just taken El Alamein. I feel like that may have triggered a little bit early. Oh, you guys are... Ah, I see what the problem is. The tanks are trying to do way too much. Don't. Focus on Paris. If Paris falls, France falls. You know what, actually, you lot are doing that. Belgium finally seems to be struggling. They have a lot of troops there, though. Surprisingly effective military. Fuel's gone? Fuel's not gone. We still got 20 days. 20 days to win this in. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's definitely not fine. How about we go for Jagdschwader Doctrine? The ability of the Luftwaffe to conduct operations relies on achieving air superiority. We must develop agile and effective fighter planes for our Jagdschwaders, the hunter squadrons, to keep our enemies at bay. Although actually this just gives us technology, and my fighter technology throughout has been fine. This is why I very rarely actually take the tech stuff, because I take like the generic tech, which usually means I'm just fine on technology. Oh, here we go. Military Industry Plan 1. Could have got this in January 39. Whoops! With iron will and a relentless work ethic, we can mobilize the people in a great military-industrial effort. The attack on Paris is faltering a little bit. So hopefully we can just bring more troops to bear. Hit them from more angles. There we go. Now we're starting to push the Belgians. Paris is at 92. I can change the oil consumption policy, that's true. Well, probably not right now, because I probably don't have the points for it. But I could go to low civilian oil. I don't know how much the civilians are consuming. 1.6k, they're actually consuming quite a lot. Daily gain 5.9, consumption 10.8. So actually reducing it by 10% would only save me 160. it's not going to do much. I think it's partially the fact that we've just been building so many fighters. That is using up a lot. Is the Navy using any still? Barely. No, it's actually the Army that's using the most. My Air Force is only using 800. Well, these guys should all have a fair amount of fuel stockpiled. So even when this runs out, the units themselves carry some. Tanks are thirsty, yeah, apparently. Once Paris falls, we can put on the brakes and recuperate. 4 days. %, 4 days. Come on, you can do this. We've just got another adjacency. Come on. 3 and 5. Apparently something just used... Oh no, we're back to 4. 3 and 4. I have enough command power for a blitz, I do, but I also have enough command power to actually promote some people, which is something I've been lagging on. Like Rommel could do with a promotion. Especially to aggressive assaulter. And what about Munstein? Yeah, to Panzer leader. Although he doesn't use tanks so much, he's more motorized. I'm a little surprised that Gudarian's not gotten anything else yet. What about Kesselring? Kesselring's not doing a huge amount of defending at the moment. 98. Done. Paris has fallen. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. You can do this. Take it. No! 2 days remaining. 1 day. The 36th Infantry Division. 18th Infantry Division. Goering's 4-year plan. The Goering 4-year plan was the economic initiative which Goering, favoured by Hitler over the Helmer-Schacht, yada yada yada. That's the same text. It's the end. We've finished. We no longer have the massive construction speed buff for infrastructure air bases and military light and heavy factories. Alright. And we are now almost out of fuel. 5310. So we are living on borrowed time. '98, 99, Fall of Paris. It's like a day after. While fighting still rages elsewhere in the French Republic, reports have come in of German air troops entering Paris. The capital was declared an open city by the French forces moments before the last units retreated. Several columns of German troops retreated through the recreated the Prussian victory parade of 1871 by marching down the Champs-Élysées, while the Parisians looked on in stunned silence. Another victory for the Vaterland. And with that, the tanks can stop rolling. As soon as we have Paris fortified. This is suddenly becoming like an infantry push now. France is 100% towards capitulation. There it goes. The triumph in France. Our victory in France is nearly complete. The French government has asked for an armistice, and our diplomats have prepared terms which they have agreed to. They will remain in control of the southern France, while we are free to occupy the rest. We will establish Vichy. And there it is. So, tanks, stop moving. We can throw in the entirety of the Kesselring group against Belgium. We've gained a bunch of extra dockyards, which is awesome because it's going to allow me to establish some more escort classes. And the other thing that this is going to do actually is it gives me Atlantic ports, which might be easier to get through. In terms of convoys. And there we go, the French Republic has capitulated. So now if I block this off, that supply should come through here. The second armistice at Compiègne. An armistice between the German Reich and the Third French Republic has been signed at Compiègne, and the very railway carriage in which the German surrender in World War I was negotiated. Under the terms of the armistice, the French government, based out of Vichy, will continue to administer most of southern France, while the rest of the country falls under German occupation zone. Some French officers have vowed to continue resistance from abroad, but this puts an effective end to fighting in France, at least for the time being. Mr. Sander, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. And with that, I am unfortunately going to draw this to a close. So thank you very much for the following and the watching and the cheering on and the chat and everything like that. I hope you're enjoying it. If you are, be sure to hit that follow button to get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you're really enjoying this, then do consider subscribing. Helps the channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content. I will be doing more Hearts of Iron tomorrow. The plan is tomorrow 10 PM BST to continue this campaign from the fall of France onwards, and we shall see what can happen. If you've really enjoyed this, then do consider subscribing. Helps the channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content. Or you can, of course, check out the Patreon, which is at patreon.com/MordredViking. I do have a YouTube channel, which you can find at youtube.com/MordredViking, and a Discord, which you can find linked in chat. Thank you, McHappyface, or in the description below. Next on the schedule is European Universalis 4, but I'll be honest, I really feel like playing some more Solasta, so I think I'm going to do Solasta for the next stream. So at, I'm going to say 10:30 because I'm finishing late now, 10:30 this evening, BST will be doing some more Solasta Crown of the Magister, where we're really getting started properly for the first time. We've done the tutorial, we've done the character creation, and that's about it. So I want to get my claws in. How is Hearts of Iron 4 performance these days? I mean, so far it's been alright, but it's still only 1940, so a bit too early to say. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to go and see who else is streaming at the moment, and then we can go and throw them a raid. In fact, I have a feeling... no, not streaming. Who do I fancy going after? Who else is on? Wow, Twitch is being very slow to load. Come on! Oh, hey, Midge is doing Enlisted. You know what, Enlisted actually looks pretty interesting, so we're going to go and raid Midge Man. So head on over there, say hello from Mordred Viking. I'd love to see... Wait, is Templin on? Templin's not on. Oh, he is on. You know what? We're going to go and raid Templin. Sorry. Sorry, Midge. Because I have happy news, and that is Templin just got his partnership. So what we're going to do is... we're going to do something a little bit special to celebrate this. We're going to call this Partner Raid to celebrate the fact that he just got Twitch partner. So, Partner Raid, just like that. So copy and paste it when we arrive. Or, if you're a subscriber and you have the long ships, you can bring those instead and hit the Partner Raid just like that. So, that's it for me for now. Thanks everyone for watching. I will catch you in an hour and 10 minutes for some Solasta. Until then, thanks everyone for watching. I will see you soon. Bye.
So both sides, there's also like a little I don't know what you'd call it, like a running board that deploys, so you